Hi, I'm Gabriel and this is Learning English Path. And in this lesson, I'm going to give you some interjections in the English language. Types of interjections in the English language. All right, what is an interjection? An interjection is a word or expression that is uttered by itself, expressing a spontaneous reaction. All right, so what does that mean? It means that it is not a part of a sentence. It is said by itself. Right? When we say uttered, we mean it is said, all right? But it is said almost in it's in such an unplanned way. It is spontaneous like that, and it is a reaction, all right? It's just an unplanned reaction. It is an utterance. All right, so what are some of the rules of interjections? Interjections have no place in grammar, all right? They aren't usually modified. So, like a verb can be changed to the past tense or to the continuous tense, or they can be added to or taken away from in some way. Utterances, these interjections, they are not usually modified. They're just automatic reactions. And they are not to be confused with interject. All right, so there's the verb interject, like she interjected. Interject means to interrupt someone. This is not an interruption, right? It's a completely different meaning. If you hear she interjected during the conversation, that means that she interrupted and she started talking. That is completely different from an interjection, the kind of interjection that we are talking about. So, interjections can be grouped in many different ways, but we are going to group them into 8 types here. Right? So the types of interjections are volatile, exclamations, approval markers, curses, greetings, appreciation, farewell interjections, responses, and hesitation markers. So we're going to go through these one by one with examples. Let's start with volatile interjections. These are imperatives or directives demanding or requesting something. In other words, when you're telling someone to do something, when you're giving an instruction, but it's a one utterance little reaction, okay? Such as shh, or help, or freeze, right? When the police are there and they say freeze, don't move. And help, as in maybe you fell down and you need someone to help pull you up really quickly. So you automatically scream, help. Or if you want someone to be quiet, just shh, right? These are examples of volatile interjections. But remember, there are hundreds of interjections, so these are only examples. The next one is exclamations. These are sudden and often uncontrollable reactions. So they are often emotional, like wow, or yay, or ow. So if they can also be physical reactions, right? So if something hurts you, or you bang your head, right? Or you bang your leg against the door, you might just shout, ow. This is an exclamation. And it's a form of language. It's a trained form of language, okay? And it's called an interjection. This is the type of language that we're dealing with, an interjection. And this kind of blends with another kind of interjection, which we're going to get to in a minute. overlaps a little bit, and these categories do overlap. So that's what makes these interjections so interesting to study and investigate, because it's really hard to classify some of them. The next one, approval markers. These are praise. So great, or bravo, or well done. Now you might think, oh, well done, that's 2 words. Well, that's right. You can have a 2 or 3 word interjection, but remember they are still not necessarily grammatically correct, and they are just separate from grammar itself, in fact, and they are just automatic reactions, right? And this is when you want to show your approval to someone. Now the next one, this is the one that overlaps with exclamations, and that's curses. So these are sudden and often uncontrollable interjections of distress. For example, damn, or oh no, or come on, right? So maybe your computer suddenly crashed and you just shout, come on. Or maybe you shout another curse, which I'm not going to give you an example of because this is a family-friendly video. The next one, greetings. So these are ways of greeting someone. These can also be interjections because they are just automatic reactions. If you see someone, you might just say, oh, hi, or hey, or what's up? These are interjections because, again, they follow these rules. They're not, they have no place in grammar, they're not modified, and they're automatic reactions. All right, the next one is interjections of appreciation. These are ways of thanking someone. So it could just be thanks, cheers, or awesome. The next one, farewell interjections. These are ways of saying goodbye, like bye, see ya, adios. Could also be ciao or goodbye, ta-ta. There are many interjections to say goodbye to someone. And the next one is interjections that are responses, right? So you're responding, you're replying to someone with these interjections. Okay, this is the most common word on the planet. Okay. Oh, what? Right? These are all interjections because they're not part of grammar and they're just very reactionary. And then the last one, hesitation markers. These are fillers or ways of keeping someone's attention during thought. Like, you know. These are very common interjections, right? They have no place in grammar and they are reactionary. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you click that bell so that you know when I publish a new free lesson here on YouTube. And if you want to learn English with songs, then don't forget to click the link in the description to get my free PDF guide to 101 songs to learn English. I have hundreds of exercises for you to study English, English grammar, English vocabulary, English idioms, practice your English listening, and even your speaking while listening to the very best songs to study English with. All right. And when you get it, then you also get my weekly email with 5 words of the week, where I teach you another 5 words every single week so that you continue to take your English language learning to that next level. All right, my friend, I'm Gabriel Wallace. Keep learning and keep going.